So now that we have all of this information, let's take this and all of this, and of course, a finger, and let's go over and apply it to a keyboard. So you guys may remember back, of course, in October, right before Halloween, we took a look at how to play the Michael Myers theme song on a keyboard. If you have a piano in your house, we're going to be able to use that right now. If you don't have a piano in your house or some sort of an electric keyboard, we're going to go hop over to our virtual piano website where you can use the touchscreen on your computer to keep up with us. All right, so just give this a shot. It's going to be a little easier if you have a real keyboard. If you're only using the computer, you give it your best shot here. It's not going to be bad. It should be a pretty good time. Okay, my friends, so hopefully you remember this back from when we went over the Michael Myers theme. If you don't have an electric keyboard or a piano in your house, that's all right. You could still do this. So you can come on over here to Google, type in virtual piano. We're getting pretty used to virtual life this year, that's for sure. And of course, we'll just go to this first website, virtualpiano.net. That's the one I will suggest you use. We'll click that. We'll get right in there. It takes just a moment to load up. It may ask you to accept the cookies. No big deal. All right, safe website here. Once it loads up, what I would suggest is actually taking your fingers and zooming in on the screen. That will give you a little bit better of a view. I would zoom in right towards the middle because if you guys remember, the middle of the piano, we want to find middle C, okay? Right around the middle of the piano. C4 is where we're trying to start off. That's going to be our middle C. We'll zoom in so we have C, D, E, F, and G right there. And this is where we will focus on our next part. So here we go. If you don't have a keyboard at home, you can use this. If you do have a keyboard at home, bring your computer over there and let's move on. So hopefully we remember back from our time together back in October when we took a look at the Michael Myers theme, this one. That we remember that this started right next to the note C. Whenever we see a group of two black keys on the piano, the pitch that is the white key right in between the group of two is always the note D. And of course, if we take a look at our little cheat sheet right over here, D is with finger 2, our pointer finger, as you can see. So my pointer finger is going to go right between the two black keys. My thumb is going to go on the white key to the left of D, which is, of course, going to be C. That's going to be our first finger. Now, when you use this, you don't want to go like this with your thumb at the bottom of your thumb. You want to kind of roll your thumb on its side, okay? So we've got C, D, E, F, and G, right in order. Don't even worry about the black keys. We're only focusing on the white keys, okay? So to make sure when you start, make sure your pointer finger is between the two black keys, and then your thumb's enough to that, and everything else to the right of that. So we just, right in order, have C, D, E, F, and G, okay? So now we'll take a look right here at our jingle bells. Now our first line, we'll take a look at the first two measures up to the second vertical line that goes right here. We have E, 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 half note. So you got to hold that for 2 beats. E, E, E for 2 beats. So we've got all on finger 3. Notice I'm using my middle finger there. Now we can take a look at the last 2 measures on the first line, which is from right here to the end of the line. We have E, G, C, D, E. Notice the last E is, of course, a whole note. It's not colored in, which means 4 beats. So we're going to hold that for 4 beats. So we've got finger 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. So here we go. E, G, C, D, E. So give yourself a chance. Go ahead, pause the video, go try that out. The next step, of course, we're going to put the first 2 measures with the second 2 measures on the first line to finish all 4 measures of the first line. Remember to make sure we count 2 beats on our half notes here and here, and 4 beats on our last whole note. Everything else is a quarter note, 1 beat apiece. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And just like that, we've got our whole first line. And if you wanted to sing along, there are the words. But I'm going to just let you guys know, make your day a little better. I won't sing for you. So we're moving on now. Second line, just like the first line, take it in small chunks. If you ever get frustrated, go smaller chunks. Even if you got to break it down to a single note, maybe 2 notes at a time. But we're going to start with the first 2 measures of the second line. So 2 vertical lines. There's 1, 2. We're going to do the first 8 notes. They're all quarter notes. We've got 5 Fs and 3 Es. It's finger 4 for F, and of course 3 for E, which is your middle finger. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple right there. Those are the two white keys between the group of 2 and the group of 3, all right? And now the last two measures on our second line, we have E, D, D, E. So that's, of course, going to be E, D, D, E, 3, 2, 2, 3. And then we have the last two notes on the second line are the only things that are not quarter notes. Half note on D and G. Finger 2 and 5. The last two measures from here. Notice how I held those last two notes a little bit longer because they're half notes. Now, if you're doing this on the computer with the touch screen, it's kind of hard to hold it. You just got to make sure you don't go to the next note too quickly. You want to make sure it's 2 beats between the D and the G. Going further down, our third line, notice I did not put the numbers in. This is my challenge to you. If you take a look, these are identical. So now my challenge to you is just look at the notes, just the pitches, without the fingers, and try to figure that one out. Should be just like the first line. Same thing with our last line down here. Take a look. First two measures are the same, but let's take a look at the last two measures here. We've got G, G, F, D. That is 5, 5, 4, 2. And your ear is already telling you where we're going for this last note. We know that's going to go down, and from D, we only have one note below D, which is, of course, C with our thumb. Whole note, count it for whole 4 full beats. So now, if I were to go through this entire song, you guys already know how it sounds. Try to play this along with me. Maybe leave the video open another tab, pull up your keyboard, whether you have a piano in your house or some sort of electric keyboard, or maybe you have your touch screen on another website there on a virtual piano. Try to keep with me. I'm going to count us off to show you the tempo. Here we go. We're going to try the whole song. If you make a mistake, just catch yourself, find where I am, and join back in. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, ready, go. E, 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 E. Whole note, 2, 3, 4. Next line. Half note, third line. Half note, 2 beats there. 2, 3, 4. Last line. Whole note, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. All right, guys. So hopefully that was some fun for you. If you have a piano in your house, this is a great way to show off if you have family, on the holiday time. If you don't celebrate the holidays, this is still a great way to show off some skills you have. Have fun with it. Even if you don't have a piano in your house or a keyboard in your house, you can still use the virtual piano site and just show off. Take this, guys. It may take a little bit of practice. I highly doubt anybody will get this the very first time. If you did, awesome. But of course, take your sweet time. This is a skill. This takes time. Piano is not something that you just get the first time, all right? If you do, I'm amazed, and stick with it because I think you really have a lot of ability and promise that you may surprise yourself with what you can do. But if this is tricking you up the first time, it did it to me too. Take your time. This is something you can practice. Feel free to come back to these videos anytime over the whole holiday break that we have, and just work with it because we're going to be doing some more piano stuff as we get into the new year. So don't give up on it. Work on it and have some fun with it. All right, guys, that's it for 2020 here. Really want to thank everybody for the good work you guys have put in. We'll be back together, of course, right after this new year. Please stay safe. Take care of each other and your families. So see you guys in the new year. Be safe, everyone. Peace.